Assalamualaikum and very good morning to our chairman of Single Studio, Muhammad Shazim bin Anwar, and all managers involved today. First, my name is Amirul Arshad bin Khalisa, the secretary of our meeting today. I would like to thank to everyone who was involved today, and I appreciate your presence. Before we proceed with the discussion, I would like to give out the way to the chairman for a few words.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen who attend this meeting, and also I'm glad to all of you, uh, all the members to attend the meeting. Thank you for coming, and also before we proceed, may I know if there are any apologies or for absence for today's meetings?
Yes, sir. Muhammad Aziz had sent the letter to the Human Resource Department regarding his absence because his son was ill.
Yes. I also received the letter of apology.
Uh, Thank you very much, Mr. Amirul and Mr. Namirul Hafiz. So without further delay, let's just proceed with our meeting for today. Before that, Mr. Amirul, please take us through the minute of the last meeting, which were discussed before.
Alright, sir. In the previous meeting, we discussed the business trip and the late attendance issue. Thus, we also come up with the preparation and the action that will be taken against late attendance issue. First, I just want to say that in our last meeting, all managers have given a good cooperation and high commitment. Good action like this should be maintained by our company in order to improve performance of the single studio company. I think that's all.
All right. That's great. Are there any amendments?
No,
Uh,
sir.
No,
no,
sir.
No, sir. All right. That's very great and very good sound for me. Without dragging this meeting, let's focus on matter regarding issues that have been affecting our company that I heard before they enter the meeting, before the last meeting. I heard before this. And any words from our general manager Nurul Alia?
Yes, sir. The issue that's been arisen recently is regarding the office romance among our company's employee. And the employees itself is Husna binti Muhammad and Muhammad Razali bin Amali. And they are from the marketing division under manager Arif Aikal. And therefore, I have heard a lot of rumors and purchases that have been speculated among the employees until almost all the managers from different department have been alert about these issues, and thus their performance itself has been reported dropping from month to month.
That seemed very serious in our company, and seem very serious for me, and because it's against our company policy. Mr. Arif, do you have any explanation for this issue speculated?
Yes, sir. I admit that both of the workers are from my department. I do hear this thing going on all over the office, but I never see anything happen between them. And I would like to state that I will never defend them if there are any proof that can show that they are guilty. And I am also admit that the working performance of Husna and Muhammad Razali are not reaching the standard that we want. That's all.
As operation manager, I totally agree with Mr. Arif's statement just now. Without any strong evidence, we cannot just punish them only based on rumor only. We should at least hear from all department, and only after that we could discuss the next action. At the same time, the problem will get worse if we do not take the right decision.
Well, Mr. Shas, can you explain how the things would get worse if we do not take an immediate action?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for asking, Ms. Umay. This will definitely affect their work performance if it get out of hands, and could also affect other employee working environment. Other employee might not be focusing on their work and gossiping about the issue in the department. Itself could also tarnish the department name, and if its matter got worse, the reputation of our company also will be affected. By the way, Miss Umay, what do you think about my opinion and Mr. Arif's Haika statement just now?
Well, I think I also agree with what Mr. Shazril and Mr. Ari Haikal has said. I think it is very unfair just to assume a baseless rumor without identified roots. Okay.
Uh, One question for Miss Umay.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any evidence or proof?
Well, indeed, I have seen them multiple times. Husna and Razali having lunch together, but I think there was nothing suspicious to it. Furthermore, I think it's common for colleagues under the same department to be seen eating or working together. Like any other employee, we work under the same department. Hence, we tend to spend a lot of time together. Thus, I think it's essential for other representative manager here to come up with a more concrete proof before giving out the punishment. Sorry.
Actually, I have seen them together for a multiple time. They
Mhm.
are quote that say, if there is no wind, the tree will not sway.
Actually, I can say that what have been stated by Mr. Amirul is true, but I have to say that what Miss Umay said is indeed true, since there is no concrete proof that have been stated right now. So, does any other manager have any proven that is more viable?
I believe that there are tons of people who are complaining to me about this current situation, whether letter or face-to-face talk. I am very against company romance, but since we do not have any evidence or proof, we cannot make a we cannot make a final conclusion. But thanks to my team, we managed to find the evidence to counter the situation.
So, Mr. Amirul Hafiz, may I know how you find the evidence?
It is pretty easy to find the evidence if you ask. I use the eye of this company, which is the CCTV. I have a solid evidence for the situation. With the help of people in charge of the security camera, we could find a couple of pieces of evidence in no time. So right now, there will be no bias for this current situation.
Well, as there is already proof in hand, I would prefer them to be punished immediately as it is really shameful and against the company's rules and regulation, and their action itself are very inappropriate, and surely it will be followed by the other employees in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, even if there is proof that Nurul Husna and Muhammad Razali are together, I think us, the manager, or even the company, should not interfere with the relationship of the employees, as long as their behavior didn't cross an ethical line in our company. We can't deny the fact that something will happen if we work and sit together for 8 hours or more a day.
I do agree with Miss Wani. As long as they don't do anything that is against the rule of the ethical line of our company, the company will have no right to punish the workers. We cannot interfere their personal life.
In order to prevent this issue of office romance in the future, I think we need to discuss any prevention method that we could create to avoid this matter and this problem. I'm glad to hear any suggestion from all of you, the manager represent today, and we will decide for appropriate measure.
So sir, my suggestion is I would like to suggest that they should be transferred to another department due to the breaking rules of the policy in the company.
Suspending them from work is the best solution for me, rather than
Oh.
giving them 3 warning notice, because we need to make sure our employee and company focus on their work and take a good care of the company's name. Are we just going to let them go away even though the marketing sales did not reach our benchmark just because of their relationship?
Can't we just let them off the hook? If they get caught once again, only then we shall punish them. Besides, loving someone is not a crime. It's not like they do something bad like stealing.
Off the hook. We are talking about the company policy right now. We cannot just let them off the hook just like that. The company policy is the first rule that we need to obey. Without the company policy, we cannot even achieve our target.
Yes, I also do agree with Mr. Rulo. I mean Mr. Amir Hafiz. And we can't just simply let them off the hook, Mrs. Wani. We should give them punishment.
Yes, I'm aware of the company policy, but right now we need to think about their future. Mr. Hafiz, just imagine you were in this situation. You must be hoping that people are going to be on your side, right?
Simplicity is the best solution. What is your main point?
My point is, we need to have humanity in this organization. Company policy and humanity are two obvious things that we cannot collide with each other. So please, think it through, give them some chances. By the way, this is their first mistake, right? Give them a chance.
Yes, I agree with you, but the first mistake can lead to another mistake. Replying with your sentence that sounds like think about their future, I want to ask you, do you only think about their future? How about our company future? This situation is emerging with the company policy, and I really agree that humanity and company policy cannot collide with each other. But humanity can bring a bad habit. Imagine if we did not punish Husna and Razali. They will think that they are in a good spot. They will continuously break our company policy just because of the humanity that we give them. To all my colleagues, please, we need to do something for this situation. We cannot just let them break our company policy. Agreeing with me is the best answer that I'm looking for.
In my opinion, what Mr. Hafiz explained to us is very detailed. I'm sorry, Miss Wani, but your explanation failed to convince me. I'm very pleased with Mr. Amirul Hafiz's solution. I personally think suspending them from work is the best choice this time because we want them to reflect on themselves about their unwelcome behavior. How about you guys?
Basically, even though I am the manager of their department, after hearing Mr. Amir Hafiz's explanation, I think we should give them the punishment to make sure that they will not do the things that are against the regulation of the company. But for me, the best suggestion that I can give is just to transfer them the, to the other departments. Furthermore, I think by transferring the workers to the other department will actually help us to solve this problem that happened between them.
I want to add up a little bit. I do agree on giving them punishment, but I beg to differ on suspending them from work because I think that is not really an appropriate solution for this matter. Since it's only punish the worker by not giving salary for 2 weeks and suspend them for 2 weeks from work. But therefore, I think after that they still can come to work and they don't have an ethical conscience with this method, which is it's going to be useless.
I see that the reason why I would like to agree with the statement that has been stated by Ms. Umay to transfer both of the workers to the other department is more appropriate, and this might be both benefit to our company and to to them itself. But the punishment of transferring them would be act as a penalty that they need to reflect based on what they have done. So it also would be hard for them to see each other often in the future, and thus it might help to reduce the rumors rumors that might be speculated in the future. So, and in the end, the worker can work and the company does not lose any valuable asset. So I might be saying that transferring is the best.
Okay, I think based on the opinion given, I really agree on giving the right punishment. Thus, the employee itself would know how serious this matter and how harmful it is to our company. So for me, it seems that transferring to another department is a more appropriate approach to do so. Okay.
So since we have expressed our opinion and suggestion, what are your thoughts on this matter, Mr. Chairman?
Now we have two suggestions to solve the problem based on discussion that we had before. Firstly, is transferred to another department, and secondly, to suspend them from work. Raise your hand if you agree to transfer them to another department. And raise your hand if you agree to suspend them from work. Seems like for our servants raise their hand to revoke solve the problem, we transfer them to the other department. But I would like to ask Wani, why you do raise your hand?
Actually, I don't agree with both suggestion, the two suggestion, but I will just follow the flow.
So it means we will transfer them to the departments. Therefore, I think the solution is transfer them to another department if they already had three warning notice. The HR department, please do your job to overcome this problem with the majority of manager that we agree with the decision that has been made. We will proceed to make sure that the rules of office romance that are based on a company ethical line, we will also follow the regulation that we set up through this meeting. Before we end this meeting, I would like to ask, does anyone have a question in their mind to ask me?
Sir, when is the next meeting?
Um, the next meeting will be update by WhatsApp or email to all of you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And for me, also I have one question. Is the business trip that we plan for this year is going to happen? I believe the business trip is 100% will be go as a plan. Uh, Based on Mr. Amirun, if there are no obstacle.
Yeah, based on our financial situation in our company, I guarantee that we can do this program, and also we gain a lot of profit last year in our company due to our business growing as well as we plan.
Oh, that is immaculate.
That's great.
That's
Alright,
great.
that's good.
Anything else?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
for now, sir.
All right, for you all information, our next meeting will be next week, and I will do email to all of you.
Very
Alright.
thank you, Mr. Amirun. And all right, thank you to all of you. And I believe that our meeting is over for now. And I hope the meeting can bring a positive impact for all of you and for me also and for our company also. And for Usna and Razali, the HR department, we will come up with the implication for them. Also, thank you to all of you guys because you attend this meeting, and also see you guys for the next meeting. Thank you very much.
Alright,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.